children fight or argue all the time. How do you stop the sibling fighting? One mama said, "I need help. I don't know how to parent my beautiful children together. The fighting is out of control. I grew up as an only child and I just don't know how to address it. I want my children to love each other, at least like. I know that everyone has off days, but it seems constant at this point. My children are 11, 8.5, and 6-year-old twins. I'm frustrated and overwhelmed. Please pray for my kiddos to have a kind heart. The fighting and rudeness is just too much." Can you relate? Does any of this sound like your home? You can stop the sibling fighting. It's important that you do. Let's talk how in this episode of the Renewed Mama podcast. Mama, you juggle all the things. The kids, their schoolwork, activities, the dishes, the laundry, your own work or business, what's for dinner again, and prioritizing good quality time with your husband. Whew. And now the children are fighting again. Why can't they just get along? It's exhausting. Even in the middle of it all, you can stay renewed. You can think right, speak right, and respond right. I'm Kimberly Mutar, and I help mamas like you stay renewed. Imagine if the same arguing and fighting that's happening in your home right now was allowed in the workplace. Would you want to work there? Would you feel respected? No. The environment would be toxic because of the rudeness and constant fighting. So why do we allow arguing and fighting in our home? They can love each other, Mama. There can be peace, honor, and unity in your home. Let's find out how you can stop the sibling fighting. The first thing I want you to do, Mama, is to stop, stay calm, and evaluate. Do it right now before a fight breaks out again. Ask yourself, do I argue? Am I demonstrating an argumentative spirit with my husband, to my children? Where are they seeing or learning this? Is it from me? Did I teach them that it's acceptable to argue, to shout, to cry, to hit to get what they want? They are learning it from somewhere. Our children will do what they see us do. They mirror us. Is it from me or someone else? It's a big eye-opener, when you overhear how your children respond to each other when they are upset, their tone of voice, their quick temper. I think, where did they learn that from? Is that what I sound like? Did I teach them that? So stop and evaluate. Regardless of who they learned it from, the next step is to go to them and say, "Please forgive me. I have demonstrated to you that it's okay to argue. I have allowed you to squabble and nitpick each other and cry or hit to get what you want, and it's not okay. Will you forgive me?" We cannot keep this up. It's not healthy or happy in our home when we argue, is it? I'm going to stop it, and so will you. We are a family. We will work together from now on to treat each other with honor and love. It doesn't matter whether they are 1-year-old, 6, or 16. Humble yourself and apologize and ask them to forgive you. If you just say, "Stop it. You can't behave like this anymore. Stop arguing," or "Don't argue with me," there will be defiance and pushback. It won't get any better in your home. Your children need to see you humble yourself, confess the wrong done, and genuinely work to fix it. What a beautiful example you will be to them, Mama, as you demonstrate what it looks like to honor and to treat each other with love. If you mess up again, because we default to arguing when we are upset or frustrated. Keep short accounts. Say, I'm sorry. I'm working on not arguing and I lost it. I messed up. I did not treat you with honor and love. Will you forgive me? Now, let's move on to bring back the honor and the peace in your home. Break up the argument when you are calm. When an argument breaks out and they are shouting, crying, or hitting, or pulling at the same toy, especially when they are little, or you are working at changing this pattern in your home, go in and break up the argument. You need to show them a better way to behave. How else will they see a better way to respond if you don't guide them through what that can look like? But don't step in to break up the argument unless you yourself are calm, unless they're being dangerous to each other and causing harm. Don't go in anger. Don't stomp in there and say, what's going on? Who's not sharing? Why are you arguing again? We said we'd stop this. That's not going to help. They will instantly be on the defense and answer back that way, so don't attack. Many times I stayed in the kitchen just a little bit longer to pray for the right words to say before I went in to help them work through their argument. You cannot correct your children with the same wrong behavior you're telling them not to do. If you don't want them to shout or argue and misuse words to each other, then you can't either. They will instantly be on the defense and answer back defensively. So stop and ask yourself, am I misunderstanding them? What is really going on here? Who wants their own way? If you need to, it's okay to say, Mommy is upset right now. Your argument made me feel upset too, and I just need a moment to calm down so that I can help you work through this argument with honor and love for each other. Then go in love with the intention to teach and with the belief that you are a family that honors and loves well in each situation. Speak that over your home and your family. When my kids were really little, when they were too young to communicate their feelings and they were angry or arguing, I would just hug them. Hugging seemed to dispel the anger. I calmed myself down by closing my eyes and praying, breathing, all the while hugging them until I felt them melt. Sometimes I would whisper peace in their ear. It was a one-to-one hug or sometimes a threesome hug. Sometimes we would all cry. Your goal is to teach them or to demonstrate to them the right way to handle an argument. And you yourself need to be calm first so that they can receive your teaching. Also consider your posture. Don't stand looming over them, pointing your finger. Even standing face to face, angry at each other, makes it so easy for there to be a wall of defense. Instead, kneel down to their eye-to-eye level. Sit them on your lap or sit down together on a couch. This is a softer, more endearing, non-confrontational posture. Do whatever your child would appreciate. Also remember eye contact. You must ask for and maintain eye contact. Even if you have to cup their little chin in your hand, they'll do everything they can to look away. They must look you in the eyes when you are talking to them. And you must look them in the eyes too with smiling, loving eyes. Eyes that say, I care about you and I want to help you grow. They'll come to know that look in your eyes and accept your teaching and know that you have the best in mind for them. If you need to break up a fight, I encourage you to not shout across the room or across the house. Go to them, eye level, and speak with a quiet, calm voice. Shouting across the room just adds to the chaos of the moment. Is this helpful so far? You will self-evaluate. Am I demonstrating an argumentative spirit? Am I allowing them to argue instead of teaching them a better way to handle what they are feeling or wanting? If so, confess it and make it right. Go to break up the argument with the purpose of teaching them. Come with a soft posture and expect eye contact. Now that everyone is calm, you have a ripe, teachable moment. Ask, how did you dishonor your sister? How did you dishonor your brother? Remember that you are developing honor for each other that wasn't there before. It's not, what did he do to you? Or what did she do to you? He hit me. Did not. Did too. It takes two people to argue, so both have a part in it, and somehow both have dishonored or disrespected each other. So teach them to take responsibility for their part in the argument by saying, I didn't ask, what did she do to you? I asked, how did you dishonor your sister? And then ask, what will you do to make it right? Again, both are responsible for their own actions and both need to make it right. Honoring each other is more important than getting what they want. Teach them to say, I felt dishonored when you grabbed the toy I was playing with. I was having fun playing with it. You probably didn't mean it this way, but I felt dishonored when you teased me like that. It hurt my feelings. Teaching them to say, I felt dishonored when, or you probably didn't mean it this way, but I felt dishonored when. This empowers them to express to their sibling and to you, to a friend, or even to their spouse someday what hurt their feelings in a way that's not accusatory or attacking. Saying, you hurt me, you took my toy, you're so mean. Do you hear the difference? By teaching them to say, I felt dishonored when you, they learn how to communicate to bring restoration. And they do it in love, wanting to make things right rather than attack. We need that life skill as adults, don't we? How many of us have been in difficult situations because of an offense or a miscommunication? I didn't handle the conversation right with honor. You didn't handle the situation right with sincere love for the other person. And then division happens. Friendships, good friendships, get hurt. And maybe they still aren't even mended today. So imagine if you taught this to your children at a young age. You won't need to break up arguments when they're 6, 9, or 11 because they know the right way to navigate the argument. Your home is a safe place for them to learn conflict resolution if you demonstrate it and teach it to them. If the arguing persists, you can calmly ask, would you like to try that again, this time talking to your sister with honor? I encourage you to not let the arguments linger. Deal with the situation then and there. Do not send your children to their bedrooms to come out when they can get along or to come out when they are happy again. There are too many distractions in their bedroom, too many toys to play with, and you don't want them believing lies about the situation when they're sent to their bedroom. They could plop down on their bed and say, they're so mean, I'm going to get back at them. Or they could say, Mom never understands me. She hates me. I don't belong in this family. When you send them to their room, they could just be mulling over all of those lies. But when you ask, how did you dishonor your sister? How did you dishonor your brother? How will you make it right? You face the hurt feelings, the anger, the frustration right away. You talk about it, you work through it to come to a place of peace, and then you're done with it. You keep short accounts. This keeps their hearts sensitive to others, and you can go on with life. Also, if you send them to your room and you find that the arguing begins again once they come back out, you haven't dealt with the dishonor or the disrespect between the siblings. You just sent the arguing away for a while. So I encourage you to deal with the situation then and there. Just remember to stay calm. Remember that Speak Life badges are a tool that you can use to help your children remember that they share, they put others first, and honor and choose kindness. Give them a Speak Life badge at the start of the day before any arguments break out and say, I believe in you to share your toys with your brother as you play. If he wants to play with the same toy as you, how will you share it with him? Could you say, I will be done playing with it soon and then you can have it? That could be an example of how you give them a Speak Life badge before the argument breaks out. You can say, may I give you this sticker award that says I share because I know you have a heart to share. Or you can say, we have a special challenge today. We are going to see how many times we can put each other first. What does it mean to put others first? And then talk through a few examples that they would understand. Like when we go to the park today, putting others first could be sister letting brother have the swing first. Or when we have one piece of grilled cheese left and 3 people want it, we figure out a way to cut it so that all 3 get a piece. When they do honor or choose kindness, celebrate that win by giving them a Speak Life badge that says, I am honoring or I am kind. Even when they don't honor, and it's another nasty argument that you need to work through with them, still give them a Speak Life badge and say, I believe in you to be honoring. Kind and respectful is who you are. May I give you this badge to remind you that you are honoring. Now, I know it's not there yet in them, but speak that out over them. Your words are blessings or curses, Mama, so speak the life over them. Use the scripts in the Speak Life Badges sticker books to help you know what to say to your child as you give them their badge. You can just say one sentence or you can say the whole paragraph, whatever works for that moment and whatever you know your child needs to hear. You can get Speak Life Badges at speaklifebadges.com. Now it's your turn to tell me which one of these suggestions will help you to end the arguing and the nitpicking in your home. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in a voice message using the recording app found on the main page of speaklifebadges.com. Real quick, before you go, if this podcast has blessed you in some way, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a written review for the show over on Apple Podcasts. It encourages me so much to hear from you and to know that this show is helping you to stay renewed. A special thank you from Jessica for saying, I just love all the responses on how to speak to children and to show them the love of Christ through our speech and actions. I have been struggling in this area. Thank you. The second thing you can do for me is to take a screenshot of this episode and share it in your Instagram stories and tag me at Speak Life Badges. Or DM another mama you know who needs to hear this truth so that they can stop the sibling fighting too. I bless you, Mama. Your home is full of peace. Arguments don't belong there. Tell your children we are a family. We are a team. We fight for each other, not against. We cheer and support each other instead of putting each other down. Our family is known for our honor and love. In fact, other people's kids will ask your kids, how come you don't fight with each other? I'm here for that. How about you? All of my love to you. I'll see you next time. Do you want your words of encouragement and praise to have a lasting impact on your children? Then give them Speak Life Badges Sticker Awards. Here's what Erica had to say about Speak Life Badges. Today I challenged Clayton to take a baby step in bravery at the splash pad. I know these little word seeds of encouragement will grow and help him when he needs bravery in the future. At bedtime, I removed the sticker and placed it beside the mirror. Just glancing at it really encouraged my heart too. Words seem so small, but are so powerful and can completely change the way we view ourselves. Shop Speak Life Badges today at speaklifebadges.com. Austin the Hedgehog is bringing mailbox fun to your kids. Your children ages 3 to 13 can receive mailbox surprises like activity postcards, happy birthday cards, stickers, crafts, recipe cards, coloring pages, puzzles, special gifts like the I Am Loved journal, a tumbler, Austin's matching happy birthday toque, and so much more from Austin the Hedgehog, straight to your mailbox with their own name on it each month. All teaching life lessons such as helping, using time wisely, how to monitor their own screen time, how to choose the right friends. Being strong means more than just muscles, how to have self-control, and their words are like seeds that will grow into fruit in their life. It is oh so good from Austin the Hedgehog. 2 subscription levels are available. Register your children today at austinskidsclub.com.